Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac Magee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. You're listening to Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac Magee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer cooled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. "That ain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. "Kill him! Kill the umpire!" shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With the smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult, he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner. Hey Braves Country, I'm Mac Magee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show Braves Country today just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
What's up, Braves Country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Looking forward.
Lineup for Braves Country by DM McGee, 2024. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby, Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine. Southpaw winds and kicks. Changing speeds east and west. A gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright. The father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play. Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones. Andrew let her fly. And his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts. A plenty from Strider. The quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez. Javi to B-Mac. Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog. He won 355. Could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P's still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking. The top pitchers lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy. The big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler. Matzik and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren. Skip Carey 2. Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren. Spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni. Yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young. The game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Ramalama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves Country's the best. Line Up for Braves Country by DM McGee, 2024.
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, Braves country. How the hell are you? We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. Your Atlanta Braves coming up here in about 20 minutes or so. And we've got Chris Sale on the mound today. We're going up against Zach Littell. And not a whole lot of information on him as far as how the Braves have fared against Zach Littell. Zach Littell, though, pretty good right-hander. He originally started out in the bullpen in his career and has carved himself a pretty good little role in the rotation for the Rays. And if you know Tampa Bay Ray baseball, you know that the Tampa Bay Rays play really, really well on the defensive side of the ball. Good pitching staff always. They're having a bit of a down year this year, but they're still right there in the thick of it. They're 33 and 36 overall. A couple of guys that have had some at-bats against Littell. Harris is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Ozuna's 0 for 2. Ozzy's 0 for 3. Matt Olson 1 for 8. Riley 1 for 5. Murphy is 1 for 1. And Duvall's 0 for 4. Arcia's 0 for 4. Kelenic has never seen him, but all the other guys have just seen him very briefly. So though they're going to have an idea of what they're going up against, they're not exactly going to. This isn't like a guy that's pitched for the National League East for a long period of time, and you know what you're going to get out of it, right? So that's what we're looking at today for the Atlanta Braves is, can they get the runs, keep the runs going? Can they do a couple of different things that we saw them do well on Thursday? Can they carry that over to the Friday game coming home? It is a warm day, 92 degrees, I believe, first pitch, and the wind is blowing out to left center. So now it's only like 5 miles an hour, so it's not going to impact it greatly. But the point is, the wind is not blowing in. It's not a cool day by any stretch of the imagination, as you wouldn't expect in June, middle of June in Atlanta, Georgia. But hot day. I'm hoping Chris Sale is on tonight, because if he's on, I do think the Braves are going to get some runs across. You saw some good things out of their bats Thursday. We're just hoping a little bit carries over. You're not expecting every single guy to be red hot, but you just want to see them get some runs across. So I'm going to give you my pick to click here in a second. But here was Brian Snitker post-game, a little bit of a snippet of what he had to say after the win.
It's always good when you win a game. You know, I think we win the first game and the last game of the road trip. That's, and it's never going to happen easy. You know, tying run's got to come to plate in the 9th inning, and that's a good ball game to win. And Lope kind of set the tone there. He was really, really good again against a really good offensive lineup, and so, you know, it's just they're all good. That was especially, it was a good ball game to win.
They keep asking about Lopez. These last 3 starts, he's gone 6 every inning, every game, efficient, a lot of strikeouts. It looks like he's getting better and more comfortable.
No, I think he is. I think he's getting over the hump of the starting thing now, and you know what, we can tell. It's almost like you can tell when he's kind of emptying the tank out there, and because you see even early on, I mean, he can reach back, and there's more there, and but he's been really good. I'll tell you that. It's kind of, for me, it's exceeded expectations, really.
Said multiple guys contributing multiple hits tonight. I mean, how good was it just to see a lot of guys?
We're going to have to win. I mean, that's part of our identity and all. And it's good to see the guys. I mean, Matt had a big one, obviously. Marcel, Arcia, So I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but it's good to hit with guys on, and so it's just hopefully kind of relaxes these guys a little bit, and we can take it in tomorrow and win another game.
How big was that catch by Harris there in the ninth?
Oh my God, huge! That's it's just I saw he broke back a little bit, and I was like, oh man. Jared made one too. I mean, it's those two guys could eat up some ground, and as we all have seen Michael do those catches, that you're going to watch it for 24 hours on Sports Center and MLB Network and all that, because he's a highlight reel when you put him out there.
How pleasant was it to see Harris and Ozzie at the top of the lineup getting things going?
It was good. No, it was good. I kind of, just kind of sticking with Michael up there and see what happens. I kind of like him there. His bats have been really good, even off left-handers, and even with the left-handed pitcher, you still get Ozzie up there in the first inning too. So I don't know. Hopefully it works.
What does it mean to you talked about having to work for it? Harris makes that play in the ninth. They hit the time run up at the plate again, just to be able to shut the door, even though it's
awesome. I mean, it's never going to be easy when you're fighting for a win like that. You're not going to get a blowout and win 12-0. You're going to have to endure, and then they got a really good bullet on the bench that they bring off, and it's just a relentless lineup. These guys are so athletic, and they all run, and they're just they're good hitters. I mean, they're all of them young in their careers, and wow, this place got a lot to look forward to for a long time.
They've got the best ERA in baseball of any starter. And you think of the names, starting pitchers in the league, and it kind of puts it in perspective for you, right?
I mean, and he just kind of quietly does it. Happy for him and us too.
It's always say hitting's contagious, and when Marcel comes up there in a big early situation,
it was good for us to get on the board there as we're scuffling to score runs and drive runs in, and then, like I say, Arcia's add-on run is big. We had a couple other chances with 2 outs, and you kind of feel like once you get rolling that we're going to end up scoring those runs too. So it's big. Yeah, like I say, right now where we were today, that wind's huge.
So there you have Brian Snicker post game last night or yesterday afternoon, I guess. And the Braves, they salvaged 2 wins on that road trip. It was a terrible road trip. I know that you're going to get a lot of coach speak when he's getting interviewed. He's not going to go out there, we suck, we stunk it up. But we sucked. There's no other way around it. It was a terrible road trip. Mainly the offense. The pitching wasn't perfect, but it was the offense, and it's been the offense for 6-7 weeks now, and we're getting into the middle of June. We have this long grind. We talked about it on the last broadcast, the last show, the last game, that the Braves only have 2 more days off until the All-Star break, which is July 14th. It's a Sunday. We got 2, barring any kind of a rain out or something that happens. And one of the reasons is because we have to make up a rain out. We're making up a rain out in Chicago on a day off that should have been when we leave St. Louis. We're stopping off to play the White Sox in a late afternoon tilt. So keep that circled. I don't know if all of the schedules have been updated, whichever one you go off of, but I'm pretty sure the one on MLB.com and the one on ESPN, I believe they are both updated. But that's going to be a Thursday game that we should have had off. So it's going to be a grind. It's going to be a grind the next several. And I think that's one of the reasons you're seeing a 6-man rotation right now. How long they keep that, I don't know. Waldrop is going to pitch on Sunday. They announced that officially after the game last night, though we pretty much knew that because he didn't get sent down immediately after his start. I thought Schwellenbach pitched pretty darn good the other night, so I would think he's going to stay up. We'll just have to see what they do with Waldrop, but they may decide to run that 6-man rotation as long as they can until they get to a point where a couple of the starters are spitting the bit and they have to deplete the hell out of their starting rotation. And at that point, they're going to have to send someone down, whether it be Schwellenbach or Waldrop. It'd pretty much be whoever's pitching the best. and go get a reliever. Or they may decide to send a reliever down. They may want to keep a 6-man rotation, because I know the Braves really do like having the extra days of rest for not just the young guys in the rotation, but also for the aging veterans and the guys like Lopez, who hasn't had a lot of innings on his arms in the last several years. And you got Chris Sale, who's fought injury. You got Morton, who's fought injury. You've got Max Fried, who's had goofy illnesses and injuries. And so that's what we're looking at tonight. Pick to click. I'm going to go with the Ice House. I'm going to go with Matt Olson. It's a righty-lefty matchup. I think he's going to tank one into the chop house tonight. And I'll take the Braves to win 6-3 on what should be a really fun game. I would hope that Sale's going to go out there and cruise, keep it to like a 2 runs over 6 innings at the most, give us a quality start, and the offense does their thing, and the bullpen can shut him down. The bullpen is pretty well rested. We used Jimenez past couple of nights, so they may not go to him tonight, but the rest of the bullpen's pretty well rested. Iglesias has only pitched once this week, and so give me the Braves to win 6-3. I know I'm a little more optimistic about their offense, but I saw some good things yesterday, and I'm hoping it carries over into tonight's game. And they're back home, and they're going to get an opportunity to play a Tampa Bay Rays team whose offense, if you look at their offense, is not a very dynamic offense. I would think, honest answer, if I'm being honest, I'm saying Braves ought to win this game 7-1. But we've played so poorly recently, I kind of expect the bullpen to give up a knock or two, and the Braves win it 6-3. Ice House is my pick to click. Anyone else doing the pick to click, throw them in the chat. We'll take a look at them. And it's time for lineups, pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves. We will be back in a flash.
Like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it. The fact that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win. And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes, and the Yankees are going to the World Series.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same 3 criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead.
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Swung line drive left field. 1 run is in. Here comes Reed. He's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Fuss. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Play ball!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and join us for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia, where we're set to bring you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Hi, I'm Mac Magee. Here are your starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and playing first base for the Tampa Bay Rays, it's Yanni Diaz. 4 home runs, 30 RBI, a .260 average. Randy Arozarena, batting second, playing left. 8 home runs, 20 RBI, 7 stolen bases, batting .171. Med Rosario is batting third, playing third. 2 home runs, 22 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting .295. Paredes is the designated hitter with 10 home runs, a .286 average, and 38 RBI. Jose Siri is in center field, batting .188, 7 home runs, 23 RBI, 7 stolen bases. Joey DeLuca is in right field with a .160 average, 2 home runs, 14 RBI, 5 stolen bases. Taylor Walls batting seventh, playing short. He's 2 for 14 on the year with 2 stolen bases. Caballero is at second, batting .250 with 4 home runs. He has 22 stolen bases and 20 RBI. And our old friend, Alex Jackson, is back behind home plate. He has 1 home run, 4 RBI, batting .080. On the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays tonight, it's Zach Littell. 2-4 with a 3.63 ERA, a 1.29 whip, 74 in the third innings pitched, 84 hits allowed, 69 strikeouts, 12 walks, and 8 home runs given up. He'll be going head-to-head with Chris Sale. The conductor is 8-2 with a 3.01 ERA, a shining .94 whip, 74 2/3 innings pitched, 92 strikeouts versus 59 hits and 11 walks. He has given up 6 home runs. Backing up the conductor in the bottom of the first inning and patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves, it's Michael Harris II. MH2 has 5 home runs, 20 RBI, 8 stolen bases, batting .247. Ozzie Albies batting second, playing second. The Wiz has 4 home runs, 31 RBI, 4 stolen bases, batting .270. Designated hitter and batting third, Marcell Ozuna. He has a .322 average and 57 RBI, 18 home runs. Batting cleanup and playing first, it's Matt Olson. 10 home runs, a .245 average, and 37 RBI. Batting fifth, playing third, Austin Riley. 3 home runs, 20 RBI, batting .220. Sean Murphy is back behind home plate with 1 home run, 4 RBI, batting .119. And Adam Duvall is in right field and batting 7th. 6 home runs, 17 RBI, batting .177. And Kid Kelnick is in left field with a .258 average. He has 4 home runs, 15 RBI, 1 stolen base. Orlando Arcia batting 9th, playing short. He has 6 home runs and a .228 average with 22 RBI. Calling balls and strikes behind home plate today, it's David Rackley. First base umpire is Nate Tomlinson. Second base will be manned by Chris Segal, and down the third base line, it's Larry Vanover. Game time temperatures today at first pitch at Truist Park is estimated to be about 92 degrees. The wind is blowing out to left center field at about 6 miles an hour. Your Atlanta Braves come in 36-30 on the year, 19-12 at home. The Tampa Bay Rays are 33-36, 14-13 on the road. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 225 on the money line. The over-under is 8.5. Chris Sale's strikeout player prop, 7.5. The run line, minus 1.5 Atlanta with a minus 120. Rays plus 1.5, even spread. Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. It's Braves, Rays, game 1 of a 3-game set. We've got Chris Sale night tonight, and the conductor with his train emoji kicking in the chat. Tomorrow, it's Charlie Morton, and Sunday, Hurston Waldrop. 7:20 first pitch tonight, 4:10 tomorrow. Country Club, warm up those chop arms. Braves Country, get your game face on, by God.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, Braves Country. Hope you're having a great night. Let's go ahead and get that roll call. Good evening, Goat. We see you in the chat, Country Club member. We see Country Club member Charlie Pittman in the chat. Edward Spry, Country Club member. Gary McCoy, Country Club member. Willis Mathis. I think I already said Gary McCoy. Silver Devon. And Nathaniel Brooks, Country Club members. If I missed anybody, I think that was it on the Country Club members. Also in Braves Country, we've got Daniel Underwater. Grandma King, Travis, Gary McCoy, Country Club member. And I think I already said Willis Mathis. But what you talking about, Willis, Country Club member? Your Atlanta Braves are getting set for pitch by pitch, play by play, right here on Braves Country Radio on a Friday night. And the Atlanta Braves taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. One of my least favorite ones to do. Nothing against the Rays personally, but anytime they play a team in the state of Florida, it is a pain in my rear to do the to be able to get the feed to be able to bring it to you. But here we are. The Atlanta Braves are wearing their home reds, Friday night home reds. They've been on road so long, I forgot what it said. Like to say that they're at home. Red tops, white pants, red stripe down the side. Braves across the chest with the tomahawk underneath. All in navy, outlined in white. Same thing with the numerals on the back. And the names on the back in navy. We'll have our blue ball caps with the red bill and the white A. And the conductor is warming up a couple of last pitches before we're set to do battle against the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays come in 3 games under 500, but still a good team, and you know they're going to bring a good pitching staff with them. I'm sure it's not quite panned out the way they would have liked to start this season, but I don't ever count out the Tampa Bay Rays. I know that much. Left to right around the infield, it's Riley, Arcia, Ozzie, and Olson with Murphy behind the plate. In the outfield, you've got Kelnick, Harris, and Duvall in right. And your Atlanta Braves set to take on these Tampa Bay Rays. They come to the box. Diaz and the Rays are wearing their road gray pants and blue tops with Rays across the chest outlined in white. And we are just about set as the sun is starting to set here at Truist Park. And yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. First pitch on the way is a 96-mile-an-hour fastball high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Braves nothing, Rays nothing. Top of the first inning. Diaz stands in with 4 home runs, 30 RBI, a 685 OPS, the 1-0. Fastball right there for a strike on the outer edge, 1-1. Obviously, these Rays have seen Chris Sale quite a bit over their career as he was in the American League East the last several years with the Boston Red Sox. The 1-1. Swing, and that ball's hit hard on the ground underneath the glove of a diving attempt by Orlando Arcia, and the Tampa Bay Rays have the leadoff runner on with nobody out. Diaz thought about darting towards second, thought better of it. Thought maybe he's going to catch the Braves defense napping. So 1 on, nobody out. Not the way you want to start this. Randy Arozarena steps to the dish. He's got a 171 average, but he does have 8 home runs, 20 RBI, a 590 OPS. Lefty, righty, first pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Over the top, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Sale comes set. Rocks and fires. Inside, gets him. So now he gives up a hit. Then he hits the second batter, and they've got runners on first and second and nobody out. Not what you want starting the game here if you're the Atlanta Braves. Ball barely got him as it went by. Looked like it got him in the shin, and he was limping around a little bit, but I do believe hit him in the top of the foot. I thought it got that shin as it went by, but it looked like it missed it. So he makes his way down to first. He appears to be okay. And we've got trouble here in the top of the first inning. First and second, nobody out. Rosario steps to the plate. Lefty, righty, first pitch swing, and that ball's blasted into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Duvall has to hurry, gets the ball in, and the Tampa Bay Rays have taken a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. 6 pitches in, and Sale. Now, that wasn't a terrible pitch. It was a little out of the zone and up high. But he was just able to slap it past Olsen and the defense. Like to keep the damage to a minimum here. Lefty, righty, first pitch on the way. Slider hits the side of the zone on the outer edge. It's 0-1. David Rackley, your home plate umpire, calls a pretty consistent game. We have not seen him except for one time this year. The 0-1. Lefty, righty. Sale comes set the pitch. Swing. That ball's hammered over to third. Riley drops it, but fires the ball over to first. 5-3 put out. 1 away. If he holds on to the ball, everyone would have been safe anyways. They had plenty of time to get back to the bag. I think that's what had Riley dropping the ball. Is he was leaning and thinking he might have a chance to double up Arozarena at third. But the ball came out of the heel of his glove. He got it over to first. No harm, no foul. So second and third one out. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Slider over the top. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Jose Siri batting 198. The infield defense is back and to the left, so they'll allow the run. The 0-1. Down and away. Slider misses. 1-1. And I don't hate that strategy. Too early in the game to want to get down a 3 spot. So a 1-1 count. You hope that Sale can strike him out or pop him out. The 1-1. Swing. Fouls it straight back. It's 1-2. The Sale now a strike away from getting Siri out. If he could strike him out, that would be a big, big lift. The 1-2 to Siri. Standing on deck is DeLuca. Lefty winds and kicks. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Blew it right by him. Whoa, whoa. Chicka, 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 chicka. Whoa, whoa. The conductor, baby, firing at all cylinders. Man, if he can get that fastball, I think Siri must have been sitting slider because that ball blew right by him. So first and second and third, 2 outs. That'll bring DeLuca. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss over the slider. It's 0-1. Man, would this be a huge, huge deal if Sale can get out of here just giving up the 1 run. Second and third, 2 outs. The 0-1 from Sale. Slider just misses outside. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Tomorrow's home plate umpire is Nate Tomlinson. I don't believe we've seen him this year. Seagal on Sunday. The 1-1. Rips and fires. Check swing. Foul. It's 1-2. 95 up top. So a 1-2 pitch. Lefty righty. DeLuca batting 160 on the year. The pitch. Swung on, pops it back foul, slaps up against the screen, ricochets off the screen. Murphy gets the ball, discards it. We'll do it again, 1-2. Rays 1, Braves nothing. Top of the first inning if you're just joining us. A little bit of a bumpy start for Chris Sale. The 1-2. Kicks and fires. Fastball misses high and out of the zone. 2-2. So a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Rips. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. All aboard. Whoa, whoa. The Atlanta Braves keep it to 1 run. We'll be back in a flash.
House cat flu is coming, people. The Center for Disease Disinformation predicts with some degree of probability that the house cat flu might spread in the following hypothetical outbreak pattern: mild thirst, occasional hunger, tiredness at night.
Are you pro or con against the bat flip? Just the overall celebration.
I'm right there in the middle. I'm not going to take either side. I'm more against it, I guess. But if a pitcher is going to be out there dancing and running his mouth, and you get a home run off him, I'm completely okay with a bat flip. Screw you, buddy.
Well, I for one want to get a Papelbon jersey because anyone that chokes out Bryce Harper, man. I am Team Papelbon.
Armchair.
I hear these fools on TV talking about defund the police and things like that. We need police reform and prison reform and things like that. So that notion they keep saying that, I'm like, wait a minute, we just gonna leave, who are people supposed to call? Ghostbusters when we have crime in our neighborhoods?
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac Magee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
The local paper did a 50-year anniversary thing, and there was a reprint of a game that he had played in 1892, and it said Watts. His name was Fred Watts, shortstop, and he had 2 hits. And I thought, my grandfather played baseball in 1892. So it's part of existence. It's part of our heritage.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. Zach Littell fires the first pitch to Michael Harris II. It's a 4-seam fastball, high and out of the zone, 1-0. Littell 2-4 on the year, 3.63 ERA, a 1.29 whip. The 1-0. Swing, and that ball sliced into left field. That's going to get downward for a base hit, and your Atlanta Braves. 1 on, nobody out. Good piece of hitting by Harris. Just kind of sliced it into left field. Not a hard hit ball, but hit them where they ain't. That'll bring Ozzie Albies to the plate. Ozzie Albies open stance from the left side. First pitch, 90 miles an hour out of the zone. 1-0. Ozzie batting .270 on the year, 732 OPS. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. High and out of the zone, 92 mile an hour four-seamer. Ball 2, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Braves nothing, Rays 1, bottom of the first. Just getting started here in Atlanta. The 2-0 to Oz. Swing, and that ball's hammered down the right field line. Ricochets off the first baseman. Yeah, baby, let's go. It's going to be a double for Ozzie Albies. That either hit the first base or the first baseman. I have to take another look at it. think I was right the first time. I think I got a little bit of both. Okay, it ricocheted off his glove, just the top of the ball. That ball was scalded. It's one of those ones, if you're a Rays fan, you can't be upset at that, man. That was they're coming out to take a look at Michael Harris. Now, I missed what could have happened to him. Harris. They're going to come out there and look at it, man. That is the last thing we need is another injury. They're not showing a replay of anything. Here we go. So, getting a replay of it right now. He was slowing down when he hit third, but I think that was just because he was being held up. And they're going to come get him. So he's done. It must have been something lower body. That's the only thing I can think of. Either hamstring or something. This is when you wish you had Forrest Wall up with the team. I'd say that'll be J.P. Martinez. They'll come into the game. Duvall might slide over to center. It does look like it is more. Yeah, it is J.P. Martinez that'll come into the game. If he's gone for any length of time, I would think we'll go get Forrest Wall out of the minors. But runners on second and third, nobody out. Last thing we needed was another injury. First pitch on the way to Marcell Ozuna, who stands in, batting .322. Swing and a miss. Splitter over the top. It's 0-1. Marcell, 1,000 OPS. 18 home runs. 57 RBI. The 0-1. Down below the knees. Tried to get him to chase that same pitch. It's 1-1. So a 1-1 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase that splitter. 1-2. You had a 1-2 count. Runners on second and third. We'll tell him that same type of jam that Sale was in, where he's going to try to get a strikeout here. The 1-2. Swing, and that ball's lifted high and deep. Going back on the track. Is it gone? Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A 3-run shot. And your Atlanta Braves 3, Tampa Bay Rays 1. A high heater on the outer edge. He slammed it towards the chop house. 381 happy feet. His 19th of the year. Marcell Ozuna. A mighty smack over the track. Takes us the lead. Ozuna getting the high fives as he comes towards the dugout. Here comes the pitch to Matt Olson. Four-seam fastball high and out of the zone. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Slider misses high and out of the zone. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Righty, lefty, the pitch. Outside, wide, trying to get chase that split. 2-1. Standing on deck behind Matt Olson is Austin Riley. After the rake, it's Murph. The 2-1 pitch swung on. That ball's going to get rattled around down towards the right field wall. It's going to come off the wall. And Matt Olson, the Ice House, takes it into the corner for a double. There's still nobody out here in the first inning of your Atlanta Braves. Remember those good old days last year where we were constantly scoring in the first inning? So they're going to go out there and talk to Zach Littell. While they do that, we'll go ahead and hit the scoreboard. Out-of-town scoreboard looks like this tonight. Philly leads Baltimore 1-0. That game is in the third. Other scores on the docket. Washington all over Miami 5-1 in the third. Cleveland 1-0 over Toronto in the third. Earlier today, the Cubs beat the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals beat the Cubs 3-0. First pitch on the way to the rake is swung on. That ball is swatted into the corner. That's going to get down to the green grass Rose. And the Atlanta Braves. 4. Tampa Bay 1. Yanked and cranked into the corner of left field. Slaps it up against the wall. And Austin Riley brings home Matt Olson. And it's 4-1 before you can blink. Sean Murphy will try to keep the hit parade going. First pitch on the way to Murphy. Swung on. That ball sent hard on the ground, but right at the shortstop walls. He's got plenty of time with the slow-footed Murphy. 6-3 put out, 1 down. Unfortunately, he pulled the ball, so Riley couldn't move over 90 feet. That's once again, I do not like having Murphy sitting in that 6th spot. I think he needs to be much further down in the lineup. Well, against a righty, I would have Kelnick sitting there with Duvall to follow. And with the lefty, I would have Duvall and then whoever you had, whether it was Kelnick or Bandy or whoever. First pitch on the way to Adam Duvall is way outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing. Fouls it out of play. 1-1. 1-1 count. Adam Duvall stands in with a 177 average. The 1-1. Pitch on the way. Right there at the knees. 93 sinker. 1-2. Duvall, 6 home runs, but just a 597 OPS. The 1-2 from Littell. Swing, and that ball's chopped towards the mound. It's going to be a playable ball. Throws it in to right field. Holy cow. Your Atlanta Braves are gifted a run. 5-1 your score. Littell picks the ball up. He had plenty of time, but he hurried the throw and sailed it. I mean, he must have sailed it 5 feet over the head of the first baseman. I'm probably giving him more credit than it's due. 7-8 feet over his head. That ball was nowhere near first base. So we'll take it. 5-1 your score. Duvall had to stay at first because the ball ricocheted and got to the right fielder extremely quickly. Jared Kelnick stands in. Kid Kelnick takes the first pitch down low for a strike. It's 0-1. Ball looked to be a little bit out of the zone. The 0-1. Swing. Chops it foul down the first base side. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Kelnick batting .698 OPS. Righty lefty, pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nasty splitter off the edge. 1 away. 1 down. One down, and Arcia stands in. First pitch on the way. Swing. Slices it foul and out of play. It's 0-1. Braves 5, Rays 1. No, this is not a recording from 2023. Atlanta Braves, 5 runs to start you off here in the first inning. The 0-1, outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, and that ball's sliced up the middle, in between the 4-6 hole, and your Atlanta Braves. Have runners on first and second. 2 outs, and the top of the order comes back up. It'll be J.P. Martinez. If you're just joining us, 5 runs in, but Michael Harris II had to come out via injury. First pitch on the way. Fouls it back into the crowd on a, tried to drop a bunt there. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Righty-lefty. Littell comes set, kicks and fires, swing, and that ball sliced foul back out of play. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. The pitch on the way to Martinez, outside wide, splitter misses, 1-2. Good take by JP. The 1-2. Littell steps off the rubber for a second. The 1-2 to JP. Swing! And a miss, strike 3. 93 miles an hour, blew it right by him. That'll end the inning. But out before your Atlanta Braves. Put 5 on the board. 3 via Marcell Ozuna's moonshot over the right field wall. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
I gained and lost 60 pounds in 3 months.
Wow, that's almost impossible.
Well, first of all, through God, all things are possible, so jot that down.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac Magee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
I know I'm going to get some hate for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Why aren't modern-day mothers mothering like the mothers back in the day? Let's take Grandma's purse, for example. Grandma's purse was like a Swiss Army knife. It had all of your wants, needs, and desires for travel. Grandma had actual peppermints. She had Halls in her purse. She had water in her purse. She even had snacks in her bag. She also had her pop stick for when y'all acting up during service. Yeah, Grandma's purse was a place of refuge. Nowadays, y'all spend $10,000 on the purse and can't even fit a pack of gum in it.
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of holding your dad's hand, walking through that dark tunnel, and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back to Braves Country Radio. You haven't seen the note up there on the board. It was hamstring tightness is what pulled Michael Harris II out of the game. First pitch on the way from the conductor. Chris Sale is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. They put Martinez in center field. The 0-1. Right there at the knees. Oh, and 2. So an 0-2 count. So hopefully that will not be long term. The 0-2 pitch is high and out of the zone. 1-2. But the other problem is, you know how the Braves like to do? They'll play with their food when it comes to the IL, and he'll sit on the bench for 9 days. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Slider off the edge. 1 away. I'd say with something like a hamstring, I would rather just have them put them on the 10-day IL, bring someone up like a Forrest Wall. We'll figure out a way to get through it, and then make sure he's 100% healthy when he comes back. But if they sit there and they play with their food and do what they did with Riley, is the first pitch on the way is a slider right down the pipe for a strike, it's 0-1. Then you're going to be down a man for several days, and that's just I hate when the idea of that. The 0-1, high and out of the zone, 1-1. Margaret, I was just wondering about you last night. So a 1-1 count. Got off the air, and I was talking to my wife, and I was like, man, I have not seen her in several days. Is the 1-1, chopped foul, 1-2. Glad to see you're okay. It's a funny thing about this app. We have no way of reaching out to people knowing if they're okay. The 1-2. Lefty, righty. Slider down and away, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Sale has been gifted a 5-1 lead here in the second. You would hope he would take charge and come right at these guys. The 2-2 from Sale. Kicks and fires. Change up, down and away, 3-2. So after getting out ahead, they're now fall behind. It's a full count. The payoff pitch. 95 inside, misses, ball 4. So 1 on, 1 out. Man, was that a close pitch. You'd love to get that call. It did look like it was a tad off the inside. One on, 1 out. Braves defense is back and to the left. Still within double play shot if it's hit to short or third. First pitch on the way. Fouled back, 4-seam fastball up against the screen. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Sale looks back the runner. 30th pitch of the night, kicks and fires. Swung on, grounded over to Riley. Riley to Ozzie to Olsen. All day, baby, and that'll end the inning. How about that? The conductor is rolling. We're up 5-1 here in Braves country. We'll be back in a flash. All aboard! Whoa, whoa!
Everybody's attention for 1 minute. Here's something I need to say to everybody. I like fat women, and they like me. Anybody got a problem with that? Anybody? Big girls need love too, baby.
Hey there, pal. First draft?
How can you tell?
Look, there's a few things you're going to want to know. Kickers go fast. You're going to take one early. And don't worry about running backs. You can always trade for one later.
Cool, thanks.
And one more thing. It's good to have you here. You're my friend.
Armchair.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Almost Good Beer. Remember, Ed's Almost Good Beer was brewed in God's country when God wasn't looking.
Hey, Braves country, I'm Mac Magee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Everybody had a team. At Orting, Washington, the Fats took on the Leans. In Kansas, crowds watched the Mother Hubbards, men playing in women's clothing. Under guard at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, Geronimo's Chiricahua Apaches played ball against the U.S. Army and won. At some games, a keg of beer stood just to the side of third base for encouragement. Any man who made it to third was entitled to a dipperful.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. First pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies. High and out of the zone, it's 1-0. Braves 5, Rays 1, bottom of the second inning. Righty-lefty. Ozzie with the open stance from the left-hand side of the box. The pitch. Swing, and that ball's belted down the right field line, but plenty foul just under the top deck here at Turner Field. So a 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 92. Right down the pipe. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Great to see the Braves back home. It's been a while. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, and that ball's chopped over to second. It's going to be a 4-3 put out. One away. Braves will be at home all this weekend. Then the Detroit Tigers come in. That is a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday series. First pitch on the way to Ozuna, who hit a 3-run home run his last time up. Swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-1. After that 3-game homestand against Detroit, we have an off day on Thursday, and then it's off to Yankee Stadium, the 0-1. High and inside, 1-1. Atlanta Braves will play the Yankees next Friday night, 7:05. Next Saturday night, 7:15. The 1-1 down and away, 2-1. 7:15 game is a Fox National game. So if you're in that blackout market, you'll be able to catch a hold of the Braves versus the Yankees. The 2-1 pitch. Down and away, good take by Ozuna. Try to get him to chase that sweeper, 3-1. Remember something too, Braves Country. Friday night's game is an Apple TV game. So a 3-1 pitch. Right there for a strike, 93 on the outer edge, 3-2. Still pretty good take by Marzuna, all things considered. You got the strike to play with, and that was a pitcher's pitch. The payoff pitch, swung on, just got a piece of that splitter. Chops it foul, back behind home plate. We'll do it again. We had the Yankee Stadium, and then it's off to St. Louis Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 24th, 5th, and 26th to take on the Cardinals. Those are all night games. The 3-2 to Ozuna. Outside wide, ball 4, and Marcell Ozuna works himself aboard. 1 on, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second inning. After St. Louis, Atlanta Braves will head for a 1-game stop in Chicago to take on the White Sox. First pitch on the way to Olsen is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That is a 4:10 first pitch Thursday, June 27th against the White Sox. That's a makeup game from the rainout. The 1-0. High. And it looked like a touch out of the zone, but called a strike. It's 1-1. That's back from the second series of the season in Chicago. Remember that entire season, the entire series was terrible weather. The 1-1 to Olson. He hit a double earlier. That four-seam fastball misses wide and out of his own pitch-out territory, 2-1. After the White Sox, we finally come home again, where we'll play Pittsburgh, San Francisco, and Philadelphia. Time is called. So a 2-1 count. Righty, lefty, pitch on the way, high and inside. Ball 3-1. So a 3-1 to Olson. Standing on deck is Riley. He doubled his first time up. Ozuna at first, 1 out, the 3-1 pitch. Swing! That ball's hit high, but out of play over in the third base side, several rows back. That'll send us to a full count. After that Philly series, we will then end the first half of the season on the road out west, Arizona and San Diego. Littell steps off the mound again. So you got a 3-2 count to Olson, 1 out. Ozuna stands on first. Braves lead at 5-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. The payoff pitch. Swung on and slapped back foul. Just got underneath that one. We'll do it again. Littell, by the way, 46 pitches in. We're just in the second inning. Ozuna, decent lead over there at first. Littell, the payoff pitch. Swing, and that ball's popped up. High into right field, coming in, having to make a long running catch. DeLuca comes in to make the catch. He had a long way to go, short time to get there. He was hanging out near the warning track. 2 down. 2 outs, and Austin Riley comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1. The double in the first inning. First pitch on the way to Riley. 92 up high, misses. It's 1-0. Braves 5, Rays 1. The 1-0. Swing, and that ball's blasted high and deep. Going back on the track. Ding dong, that pitch is dead. A 2-run shot, and the rake goes yard for the 4th time this season. 422 happy feet over the wall. Braves 7, Tampa Bay 1 here in the second inning. Where has this offense been? Holy cow. He drilled that thing over the wall. First pitch on the way to Murphy is a slider on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Pitch on the way. Just grabs the side of the zone, they say. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Skips a splitter up there in the dirt. 1-2. Braves 7, Rays 1. Austin Riley and Marcell Ozuna both with home runs tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chops it foul. Do it again. Zach Littell is at 53 pitches, and he may just have to wear one tonight. The 1-2. Kicks and fires. Down and away. 2-2. So a 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Deuces wild. Sean Murphy 0 for 1. The pitch. Swing, and that ball is laced into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Sean Murphy stands on first with 2 outs. And the hit parade continues. Went out there and got that one on the outer edge of the plate. Yanked it into center field, and we've got yet another runner aboard for Adam Duvall. First pitch on the way to Duvall. 92 on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Duvall 0 for 1. Like to see his bat get going. The 0-1 right there, 93. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. If you're just joining us, you missed more Braves offense in these last 2 innings than we've seen in the last week. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, and slices that foul down the first base side. Just reached out there and got a piece of it to stay alive. They do have a right-hander, Kevin Kelly, warming up in the Tampa Bay bullpen. So Littell may just get yanked here soon. I thought they might just make him wear one. The 0-2. Rips and fires. Swing, and that ball's lifted high and deep into center field. Going back just before the warning track, Jose Siri makes the catch. But not for your Atlanta Braves. Put a couple more on the board. The rake goes yard here in Hot Atlanta.
I was in the pool! I was in the pool! Bobby Bowden, you're the coach for me. Bobby Bowden, please stay in Tallahassee. Them Gator fans used to joke and clown when Florida State would come to town. But they stopped laughing thanks to Bobby B.
There are quite a few people here whose lives have somewhat changed overnight. They have blown up. They've got brand deals and money just being thrown at them left and right. And with that success, oftentimes they are accused of changing and selling out. And I want to be very clear about the type of person I am and will always be, because if and when that day comes, I want people to know that it has always been my goal to sell out, and you won't be able to talk to me, peasant. Anyway, still don't have a job. Armchair.
That is a Dave & Buster's Power Card. Yes. Now, does your Dave & Buster's card work at any other similar establishments, like, say, TGI Fridays? Mine does not. No, it doesn't. Believe me, I've tried it. Several locations. Okay, well, yeah, because if you recall, I've actually been with you on many of those occasions where you've tried. Right.
By the spring of 1861, there were 62 member clubs in the National Association of Baseball Players. Free blacks in northern cities had established their own teams. And Henry Chadwick was trying to start a baseball club in Richmond, Virginia, when the new season was suddenly interrupted.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. Atlanta Braves lead this one 7-1. Chris Sale goes back to work. First pitch on the way is a slider well off the plate. Outside, it's 1-0. This must be a good day. I just found out my Hurston Waldrop rookie card came in the mail. The 1-0. Swing, that ball's chopped on the ground over to Riley. Riley to Olson. 5-3 put out. One away. So one down. Chris Sale just sitting at 32 pitches. So we're good on that front. Number 2 hitter, Arozarena, takes the first pitch. 94 up top for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Lefty righty. High and out of the zone. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Sale lets her fly. Swing and a miss. Slider over the top. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Sale lets her go. That slider was nowhere near the zone, off the edge. 2-2. We scored 6 runs Thursday, 7 tonight. Those 13 runs give you some perspective on how bad this offense has been. You go back from Wednesday to basically the last calendar week before that, we'd only scored 14 runs. The 2-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 3, 3-2. So a 3-2 count. Braves lead at 7-1. Don't want to start putting ducks on the pond. The payoff pitch. 95 just misses down low, ball 4. So another walk by Sale. That's not what you want. If you're just joining us, not only did we have the great offensive explosion, Michael Harris II is out of tonight's game in the top of the first inning, or bottom of the first inning, while he was running the bases, left with hamstring tightness. That was officially released by the Braves themselves. First pitch on the way from Chris Sale to Rosario. Med Rosario takes the first pitch for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Lefty righty pitch on the way. Swing, pops it up. Will that stay in play? Olsen chases it over by the dugout. It's going to bang off the top of the Atlanta Braves dugout into the crowd. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Marcell Ozuna hit his 19th home run of the year. If you're just joining us. Austin Riley hit his 4th home run of the year. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high, 1-2. You also had doubles by Ozzie and Matt Olson. 1-2 from Sale. Braves in double play depth. The wind up, the pitch. Swing, and that ball's hit hard on the ground to Riley. Riley to Ozzie to Olsen. All day, baby. 5, 4, 3 double play. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
What do you want Santa to bring you for Christmas?
Chicken nuggets.
No, toys. What kind of toys?
I don't want a toy.
What? You just want chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Hey, does Tay Diggs follow you on Twitter?
No, but Kraft Singles does.
Tim Tebow. He circumcises kids in Vietnam or something.
Philippines, I believe.
Thank you. Sorry.
That seems like a hobby.
It feels like it should be illegal.
You're making this
I'm
up.
not making this up.
Dead ass, dude.
And they said he also assisted in a few dental operations over there. So, I mean, it's just the Wild West.
But it's like, out of all the things they need, they're like, Tim, should you give them money? He's like, no. What else? What about, like, food? He's like, keep going. They'll get that. Oh, these kids are on the circumcision. What did you say?
Poor Tebow.
Poor Filipino kid. Can we get a doctor in here?
Hey, can I tell you one thing? That's 3 holding penalties on 1 football team in a quarter and a half. That ain't funny.
I was today years old when I found out people don't like gingers. Are you?
Oh, well, hold on now, sister. That was a hard R. That R was pretty hard on that. We usually say with an A. And usually only my fellow red can say it, so no suspect if you ask me.
Virginia, April 3rd, 1862. It is astonishing how indifferent a person can become to danger. The report of musketry is heard but a very little distance from us. Yet over there on the other side of the road is most of our company playing bat ball. And perhaps in less than half an hour, they may be called to play a ball game of a more serious nature. Frederick Fairfax, 5th Ohio Infantry.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. Your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Welcome back to Braves Country baseball. Kid Kelnick steps in, righty-lefty. First pitch on the way from Kelly, the new pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays. Misses outside, but called for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swings, rattled foul off the hind catcher's mask. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Kelly brings it way outside wide. They're calling that a sweeper, but it did not sweep. It went well into the right-handed batter's box. 1-2. Kevin Kelly from Springfield, Virginia, played his college ball at James Madison. The 1-2, high and inside, close shave. Ball 2-2. He was drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 2019 draft, way back in the 19th round. The 2-2, swing, fouls it away. Do it again. And of course, Tampa Bay picks him off the trash heap, and he's got a career 3.19 ERA out of the pen. The 2-2, inside. Kelnick takes it all the way. 3-2. The payoff pitch. Swing, and that ball's hammered up the middle. Backhanded. Nice defensive play by Caballero. Backhands it, leaps to his feet, gets Kelnick out by about a step, 1 down. Good defensive play. First pitch on the way. Orlando Arcia, who's 1 for 1, is right there for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1, Kelly brings it inside, sweeper. That sweeper of his just isn't moving. So a 1-1 count. Braves 7, Rays 1. The pitch. Sweeper that time. Arcia chased it wide off the plate. 1-2. You got a 1-2 count. Kelly lifts the glove and kicks and fires. Outside wide, sweeper misses. They checked down the line, but he didn't go 2-2. Sweeper of his isn't a traditional sweeper. I don't know if this is the way it normally moves, but it's kind of flat and moves wide. The 2-2. Swing. Chopped over to short. Taylor Walls has it. Fires it over to first. 6-3 put out, 2 away. 2 down. College World Series, Florida State leads Tennessee 7-4 in the third. Old-fashioned shootout in that one. First pitch on the way to J.P. Martinez is up top. For a strike, it's 0-1. Martinez in for the injured Michael Harris, hamstring tightness, in case you're just joining us. The 0-1, swing, and slices it foul down the line. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Righty, lefty. Kelly brings it. High and out of the zone, 1-2. Been a lot of rumors rolling around about the Braves trying to make a move. The 1-2 pitch swung on, grounded up the middle. That's going to get through the hole, and that's going to get into center field. And your Atlanta Braves keep the inning going. It's 7-1 Atlanta. Good piece of hitting by Martinez. Hit them where they ain't. A seeing eye single. Right up the middle to the right of the second base bag in between the 4-6 hole. Jose Siri, the center fielder, cuts it off. That'll bring Ozzie Albies to the plate. Turns around and flips it over to first to keep Martinez close by. Martinez is a bit of a threat to go. First pitch on the way is a sinker out wide. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Pitch swung on. That ball's up the middle, dribbled in between second and short, but this time Taylor Walls makes a spinning play, flips it over to first. A 6-3 put out on the right side of the diamond. That'll end the inning. Your Atlanta Braves lead at 7-1. We head to the fourth.
All right, those first two were high and tight. So what do you think the next one's going to be? Either low and away or in my ear. He's not going to want to load the bases, so look for low and away. But watch out for in your ear.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Honest Ed's Used Cars, where every car we sell is backed by an ironclad guarantee that is so complete and comprehensive that we really don't see any need to put it in writing. And remember Honest Ed's motto: if any used car dealer anywhere in the country says he can sell you the same car cheaper than we will, then he's even a bigger liar than I am. And remember, if you'd like to learn one of life's most valuable secrets, just send $20 to the announcer in care of this station.
Armchair.
For all you beginners out there, chip and putt. Everybody in golf that plays on a professional level can hit a driver. They can hit a 5-iron. They can hit a 6-iron. But it's 125, 150 yards in. That means a lot. Nobody ever talks about it. No guy that wins a golf tournament ever talks about, well, I hit that wedge from out of the rough from 122 yards and knocked it like this, got a gimme or whatever. But golf is all about 150 yards.
Soldiers in both armies played ball whenever and wherever they could, just like boys, one of them remembered.
If there was any transforming incident in the history of baseball, as in the history of this country, it was the Civil War. Play in the 1840s and 50s was not for the middle class. It was not for the working class. It was reserved for so-called gentlemen. Play became democratic when it became portable. It became a people's game.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Chris Sale, the conductor, goes back to work. Braves 7, Rays 1. First pitch on the way to Paredes, the cleanup hitter. It's high and inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Isaac Paredes, you can tell he didn't like that call. Might have been a touch high. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Outside wide, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way is a changeup well wide of the plate. 2-1. Isaac Paredes 0 for 1 with the line out in the first. Batting .285 on the year, the 2-1. Right there for a strike on the outer edge, 2-2. Sale getting some wide calls, but that tends to happen when the score goes up 7-1. So a 2-2 count. Chris Sale delivers. Swing, and that ball slapped over to first. Making a diving attempt is Olsen. Goes off his glove. It'll be an infield single for Isaac Paredes to start the fourth. Just out of his reach. Hit the top of his glove as he was diving to the ground. If he gets it cleanly, he's probably going to have a chance to get Paredes running to first with Sale covering. So 1 on, nobody out. Jose Siri comes to the plate. First pitch. Down and in, 1-0. Four-seam fastball. Baltimore and Philadelphia. Phillies lead the Orioles 2-1. They are heading into the sixth inning. The 1-0. Right there on the edge wide. 1-1. Baltimore wearing this terrible City Connects that they have. So 1-1 count. Sale rips and fires. Swing and a miss. Slider well out in front. 1-2. Same two teams back at it tomorrow. 4:10 first pitch. Charlie Morton Day. The 1-2. In the dirt. Did he go around? They're going to check down the line. He did not. Evens up the count 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Runner at first. Nobody out. Sale, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Well out in front of that pitch, his fourth strikeout of the night, 1 away. Good pitch. First pitch on the way to DeLuca. Right-handed right fielder is right there for a strike down the pipe. It's 0-1. DeLuca batting 158. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Sinker over the edge. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Taylor Walls stands on deck. Caballero must have gotten injured as well. Palacios is in for him now. They just updated on the board. The 0-2. Outside wide. 1-2. Wonder if it was when he went down to get that one ball last inning. So 1-2. Runner at first, 1 out. The pitch from Sale. Inside, 94, just misses. 2-2. I guess if you give him that call, too, he's going to be damn near unhittable. So you got to give him something. Looked like it kissed the black as it went by, but he's been getting the outer corner. The 2-2 from Sale. Slider, swing and a miss. Strike 3. All aboard. Whoa, whoa. Chris Sale dealing. He now has 5 strikeouts through 3 2/3. First pitch from Sale as the next batter stands in is that 93-mile-an-hour sinker up top. It's 0-1. Taylor Walls batting 133, 478 OPS. They got big hopes for this young prospect. The 0-1, 95, well out of the zone. It's 1-1. Real quick on the out-of-town scoreboard, Yankees and Red Sox are finally getting going. They had a rain delay. New York leads Boston 2-0 heading towards the bottom of the third. The 1-1. 95 up top. All right, they're going to say that misses 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Washington 8-1 over Miami in the 6th. Lane Thomas with the home run. The 2-1 pitch. Inside, slider misses. Ball 3, 3-1. Padres and Mets. Friars and Metropolitans are scoreless in the second. Philly leads Baltimore 2-1, hitting the bottom of the 6th. Cleveland 3-0 over Toronto. The 3-1 pitch. Swing! Hits it high. Not very deep. Drifting back just before the warning track is Adam Duvall. That'll end the inning. So after the one infield hit, it's 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country. All aboard! Whoa, whoa!
You're a cop, huh? No, what I am, Sonny, is about 50 pounds heavier and one hell of a lot meaner, so you better straighten up your act. I don't think I like it.
Fatigue makes cowards of us all. You can't play fatigued. Therefore, it's up to you to be in prime physical condition. I can't put you in physical condition. I can start you. You've got to keep yourself in prime physical condition because a fatigued player is a coward. He can't go 100%.
You've got the winning run on second base. You've got 3 very good outfielders ready to deploy their arms. A very good base runner in Dansby Swanson. One of the best closers to ever do it in the postseason on the hill. And Eddie Rosario, who is 3 for 4, he stands at the plate. And you can't pitch around him because Freddie Freeman, though he's been a little cold, stands on deck. So let's do it. Here's the first pitch from Jansen. He does that little shimmy on the mound, winds up, and the first pitch is swung on, and it is rifle neck up the middle. It's going to score. It's going to Dansby Swanson's going to come around. It came off the glove. The Braves win. The Braves win. The Braves win.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, it makes you, I'm 81, but I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any man. It brings you back.
Go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get that sign down in the near future. First pitch on the way to Marcell Ozuna is right there for a strike on the outer edge. Not sure about that call. It's 0-1. Marcell 1 for 1 with a walk and a 3-run shot. The 0-1 swung on, sliced foul back behind home plate. It's 0-2. Marcell now batting .325 on the year with 19 home runs. Put that man in the All-Star game. So an 0-2 count, pitch on the way, swing, and that ball's swatted high into left field. Going back just before the warning track, that ball ran out of steam into the glove of Arozarena, one away. I thought he got a hold of that one. You got such a short wall there in left field. Must have just got underneath that one. They're coming out there to talk to Kelly. That might be it for him. He's going to hit the showers, and we'll be back in a flash. Braves lead it 7-1 in the 4th.
I'm going to let you guys do what you guys got to do. Don't worry about me. I'm just going to go home, make a little macaroni and cheese, seal the window, and turn on the gas.
Bro, Blake, play for the love of the game, man. What's wrong with you, bro? Money should not be a thing. Yeah, man, I gotta get my money. I'm not playing unless I get mine.
Armchair.
Yeah, my mama got into it last night. But anyway, so she said, go stay with your auntie then since you like her so much. So anyway, but that's another story. I tell you about
how old is your mama?
46.
How old are you?
31. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing, shout. Right. My auntie, what? And my grandma 56. Look, Shawty.
How's your great grandmama?
62. Look, Shawty, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Your great grandma still living.
Yeah, she's 79. Look, Shawty, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Look, we don't know what the world is going to be like in 50 years. We could all have been wiped out from disease or the flu.
So, what's your suggestion?
I don't know. I'm just scared.
We were playing ball between the lines near Alexandria, Texas, when suddenly there came a scattering fire of which the three outfielders caught the brunt. The center field was hit and was captured. The left and right field managed to get back into our lines. The rebel attack was repelled without serious difficulty, but we had lost not only our center field, but the only baseball in Alexandria, Texas.
Pull up a chair. Your home. Braves Country Radio. The classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hit that century mark, clear that sign off the bill. First pitch on the way to Matt Olson, who's 1 for 2 with a double already. The run scored. Pitch is high and out of the zone. Now we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 down, 1-0 Olson. Swing, fouls it back. New pitcher is Matone. The 1-1. Phil Matone from Paducah, Kentucky, drafted by the Padres in the 2015 draft. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the cutter up high. It's 1-2. You might remember Matone. He was with the Houston Astros the last few years. The 1-2. Swing, chops it off his instep. Do it again, 1-2. He was on that 2021 American League Championship team that the Braves took out in the World Series. He was also on the Astros the last few years as they continued to go back into the playoffs and winning it in 22. The 1-2. Inside, 2-2. He has a career 4.39 ERA this year, just 6.29. So a bit of a down year for Matone. The 2-2 from Phil Matone. The right-hander lifts his leg, lets it go. Inside, bounces. 3-2. Thought that might have got Olson's back foot, but evidently not. I think it just ricocheted off the backhanded glove of the hind catcher, Alex Jackson. Haven't talked about it, but Alex Jackson is the next Atlanta Brave. Full count. There's time called by Olson. The catcher for the Atlanta Braves, Alex Jackson. Several years back, he played with the Braves 2019, only for a few games, the payoff pitch. Swing, that ball's hit hard on the ground. It's going to be an easy 4-3 put out, 2 away. Catcher Alex Jackson, he played for the Braves in 2019 and 2020. Played a total of 9 games. I specifically remember him because went to a minor league game, a spring training game, the Atlanta Braves, with my wife and my mom. I believe it had to have been the 2019 season, and he crushed a home run. First pitch on the way to Riley's, well outside wide. It's 1-0. That was back before the Braves had an everyday catcher. You didn't know who was going to get the job. The 1-0. High and out of the zone, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. That was right before Travis d'Arnaud showed up. The 2-0. Swing. Sliced down the right field line. Is it fair? If it is, it's gone. Just foul. Took a right at Albuquerque just before it got to the foul pole there at the chop shop. 2-1. If you're just joining us, Austin Riley may appear to be coming out of it. He's 2 for 2. He's got a home run, a double. He's really put a charge into a few balls this week. The 2-1. Check swing foul. More of an excuse me check swing 2-2. So a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Rips and fires. Swing. Slices it foul over the first base dugout. Will do it again. Deuce is wild here in the bottom of the fourth. A 2-2 count. 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on. Chopped up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. And Austin Riley is a triple away from the cycle. We're just in the fourth inning. Hard hit ball to the right side of the infield. They had Riley played to pull. That'll bring Sean Murphy to the plate. Murphy, 1 for 2. First pitch. Swung on, pops it up, back foul and out of play. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Righty, 2 outs. Murphy, 1 for 2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Everybody, including J.P. Martinez, who came in for the injured Harris, along with Harris, has gotten in on the hit parade except for Duvall and Kelnick, who are 0 for 2. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. Braves lead at 7-1. We head to the 5th here in Truist Park on a Friday night baseball edition.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol. Look, they got screwdrivers.
Oh, no, just orange juice.
Orange juice, like the mixer?
Yeah, people drink it. Yeah.
It's crazy. When was the last time you drank straight mixer?
Oh, I had a Diet Cola mixer a while ago.
Oh, did you? Was it any good?
Hey, Braves country, I'm Mac Magee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
By the end of the Civil War, baseball was the national pastime. North and South, West as well as East. Soldiers took the game home with them, and it grew.
It's our game. That's the chief fact in connection with it. America's game has the snap, go, fling of the American atmosphere. It belongs as much to our institutions, fits into them as significantly as our Constitution's laws, is just as important in the sum total of our historic life. Walt Whitman.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Welcome back. Chris Sale goes back to work. Braves lead at 7-1, top of the 5th inning. Lefty-lefty matchup to start it off. Palacios comes in. First pitch on the way to Palacios is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Caballero out of the game for the Rays. The lefty takes the 1-0 right there for a strike Inside slider, 1-1. 1-1 count. Chris Sale with 5 strikeouts so far. Pitch on the way. Swing. That ball's hammered over to first base side. A leaping catch by Matt Olson. 1 away. Hard hit ball, but Olson, you got to get that thing up to get it over his head. So 1 out, nobody on. First pitch on the way to Jackson. Alex Jackson takes it outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Fastball, 92 right there on the inner black. 1-1. The 1-1 count. Sale brings it 92 high and inside. Close shave. 2-1. Baltimore still trailing 2-1 to Philadelphia. It's getting late early there. They're in the 7th inning. Man, that Ranger Suarez, he is putting on a show this year, isn't he? He's still in the game in the 7th. Is only getting 1 run to that Baltimore club. The 2-1 swung on, rattled foul off of the mask and chest protector of Sean Murphy. Brings the count to 2-2. Diaz stands on deck. Braves 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Tampa Bay 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error. The 2-2 swung on, and I guess that was a strike 3. I thought the way it rattled out of the glove of Murphy on the swing and miss, I thought maybe he got a piece of it. Jackson had no desire to run towards first, 2 away. So 2 down, 6 strikeouts for Sale. First pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball right there at the top of the zone to Yanni Diaz. It's 0-1. Diaz 1 for 2. Think about this. I was thinking about this at the last break, how different this game feels after that first inning. The 0-1 down away 1-1. You get in the top of the first inning, they had a run in, they had runners at second and third, nobody out as the 1-1 pitch swung on, chopped over to Riley. Riley fires it across the diamond, and it's a 5-3 put out to end the inning. Finish that thought when we come back. The conductor's doing business, baby. All aboard.
Whoa, whoa. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I will just show you to your cubicle.
I can't. I bet it's a big one.
The temp agency said that you are fluent with QuickBooks Pro, correct?
Oh, right. Yeah, we should cover that. You see, my resume might not actually be accurate, right? So I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't know what QuickBooks are.
You don't have any accounting experience?
No. Come on. But you don't have to be an accountant to know that this girl is a 10. Yeah, what up? You come here often?
To my job?
Ooh, she's gonna mouth on her also. Shut it.
Is this the new temp who's supposed to help me with the spreadsheets?
I want to talk about spreading sheets. We can go back to my place and I will rock your...
You're fired!
That makes sense. So I just go out the same way I came in?
We're down to 1 strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop, baby. All throughout Braves country. Pump that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Can someone please tell me, at what age do men start scream sneezing?
1868. Somehow or other, they don't play ball nowadays as they used to some 8 or 10 years ago. I don't mean to say that they don't play it as well, but I mean that they don't play with the same kind of feelings or for the same objects they used to. It appears to me that ball matches have come to be controlled by different parties and for different purposes than those that prevailed in 1858 or 1859.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. They're in the 5th inning out in Omaha. Florida State leads Tennessee 9-4. First game of the College World Series. Adam Duvall stands in. He's looking for his first hit. Him and Kelenic, the only two not to get on the board yet. 0 for 2. First pitch on the way. Sinker down and away. It's 1-2. 1-0, excuse me. The 1-0. I don't know if this guy is selling these hats in the in the crowd. This guy's got like 6 Atlanta Braves cowboy hats on his head. The 1-0 pitch swung on, hit hard on the ground over to Walls. Taylor Walls fires it over to first. 6-3 put out, 1 away. He's wearing all 6 of those cowboy hats on top of his head. His wife or girlfriend or whoever she is that's with him has one identical with him. I don't know if he bought them all to take them home or if he's trying to sell them or what, but he's just sitting there chilling with a beer in his hand and about 6 cowboy hats on his head. So that'll bring Kid Kelenic to the plate. He's 0 for 2. First pitch on the way to Kelenic is 89 up top. From Matone, it's 0-1. Braves 7, Rays 1. Tomorrow, Charlie Morton on the bump for the Braves, excuse me. Although he is an X-ray. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Cutter on the edge. 0-2. You got an 0-2 count. Kicks and rips in the dirt. Did that hit him? That did hit him. The Kid Kelenic finds his way aboard. We just got to find a way to get Duvall aboard tonight, and we'll have the whole crew in on it. Bender that hit his back foot, actually his front foot, excuse me. So 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch on the way to Orlando Arcia is swatted foul back out of play. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Pitch on the way. Swing. Lifts it high into right field. Going back on the track. Making the catch at the Coca-Cola sign in deep right field is DeLuca, 2 down. Arcia gave that one a ride, just didn't have quite enough oomph to get it out. Tomorrow it's Charlie Morton versus Ryan Pepio. You'll remember Pepio, he was a big prospect in the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. He was a part of that trade that sent Tyler Glasnow to L.A. First pitch on the way to J.P. Martinez is a check swing foul for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Martinez stands in. 1 for 2 on the night. The 0-1 is a curveball right there at the knees. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Braves 7, Rays 1. The 0-2 to JP. Swing! That ball's chopped down the first base side, but foul. We'll do it again. Looks like Baltimore's got a threat in the bottom of the 7th. Keep you updated on that. Braves and the Friday Night Reds. They've really grown on me over the years. When we first got them, I didn't know what to make of them, but I really like them now. The 0-2, high and inside, spins them around the cutter, 1-2. 2 outs. Kid Kelnick stands at first, so if anything gets down in the gap, it would score them. Speed on the base paths. The 1-2. Curveball drifts just inside. That was close, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Lets her rip. Swing. Chops it foul off the plate. We'll do it again. You got a 2-2. Righty, lefty. Matone lets her go. Swung on, chopped off the plate again. We'll do it again. Matone works fairly slow. I'm a little surprised we haven't gotten really close to a violation. Just see, he must be pushing it right to the edge. The 2-2 from Matone. 31st pitch. Swing. That ball's hit over to the right side, but right at the second baseman. It's going to be an easy 4-3 put out to end the inning. Palacios to Diaz if you're scoring at home. Braves lead it 7-1 heading to inning number 6.
We can't Gerby darn your frazzle dazzle.
Hey, Braves country, I'm Mac Magee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
We're doing random drug testing today. The only one I won't try is crack. What?
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Hell no! No.
Yes. That depends on what kind of pizza. If it's pineapple and ham, that's good. But if you're just like trying to throw some pineapple on like a Supreme or something, then you need Jesus.
Or how about this? No!
Pineapple does go really well on pizza, and that was amazing. That changed the game, dude. That stuff was awesome. I'm gonna go get some next. I'm gonna go back to Pensacola.
You go to Florida too damn much.
It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience. Not you.
Armchair.
What must be the contempt for those who would degrade our great national game and make it a business? When such becomes the case, farewell to baseball. The excitement which is at present attendant on these contests will cease. Then the game itself will gradually but surely die out. Philadelphia City item.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. The 0-1 pitch from Chris Sale is inside for a strike. It's 0-2. Chris Sale, start the top of the 6th inning, is 75 pitches in, 6 strikeouts. The 0-2 from the conductor. Slider misses outside, 1-2. Randy Arozarena, 0 for 0 tonight. A walk and a hit by pitch. The 1-2 pitch, high and inside. 2-2. Looks like Baltimore did not get anything in that inning, so they still trail 2-1 in the 8th. Pitch on the way. Arozarena bangs it on the ground over to third. It's going to be a 5-3 put out, 1 away. Good defensive play by Riley. Hard hit ball, but scoops it quickly. So 1 down. First pitch on the way is swung on and lifted into right field. Rosario will be an F9 in your scorecard, an easy fly ball right to Adam Duvall, 2 away. Looking at what Willis said. So, Willis, I take it you're from Cordell, Georgia. Taylor Walls, 27-year-old. He's a Seminole. Played his college ball at Florida State. Drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays in 2017. Remember, their manager, Kevin Cash, has been there for a long time. He's an ex-Florida State guy. First pitch on the way is a sinker outside wide to Paredes. It's 1-0. The 1-0, lefty-righty. Pitch right there at the knees, 1-1. In fact, when the great Mike Martin retired a few years ago, a lot of folks thought that Florida State was going to go after Kevin Cash, but looks like he's happy in major leagues. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Slider over the edge, 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Braves 7. Rays 1. Chris Sale looking to improve to 9-2 on the year. The 1-2 pitch. Down below the knees, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Paredes, 1 for 2 on the night. The pitch, 93 just below the knees. Full count. Chris Sale has given up 3 hits and 1 run tonight. Walked a few. The 3-2 pitch, swung on, chopped over to short. RC has got it. The Magic Kingdom will flip it to the ice house. 6-3 in your scorecard. That'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. The heart of your Atlanta Braves order is coming up next.
I was going to Colombia, for Christ's sakes. Wants to be some kind of a professional woman, like you.
A psychiatrist?
And have to listen to guys like me whine all day.
Here's payoff pitch and swing on and miss. Strike 3. Yeah, we're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over to first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the chop through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the 2021 World Series. Oh, baby. We have not been into the World Series in 22 years. But come Tuesday night in Houston, we'll have first pitch. Go dance in the streets, baby.
Have you ever protested anything?
Sure, every time I get thrown out of the pub. By the end of the Civil War, baseball was the national pastime, North and South, West as well as East. Soldiers took the game home with them, and it grew.
It's our game. That's the chief fact in connection with it. America's game has the snap, go, fling of the American atmosphere. It belongs as much to our institutions, fits into them as significantly as our Constitution's laws, is just as important in the sum total of our historic life. Walt Whitman.
Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@BravesCountry. Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. First pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies is swung on and swatted down the right field line for a foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swung on, popped up, back behind home plate, 0-2. So an 0-2 count to the Wiz. Nobody on, nobody out. The pitch. Change up in the dirt. Good take by Ozzie. 1-2. Forget how fun this team can be to watch when they're hitting on all cylinders. Braves have scored 7 runs on 10 hits tonight. The 1-2. Swing. Lifts it high into center field. But that'll die in the glove of Jose Siri, the center fielder. 1 away. One down, and Marcell Ozuna comes to the dish. Ozuna hit a towering 3-run home run earlier. He is 1 for 2, 3 RBIs, a walk, and 2 runs scored. First pitch on the way. Outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 kicks and fires. That one's well out of the zone. Ball 2, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Righty, standing on deck is Olsen. The 2-0 pitch. Right there for a strike. 2-1. Ozuna batting .324 now, 19 home runs, the 2-1. Swing, lifted high into right field. That's going to be an out, F9 on your scorecard. Looks like Ozuna got a piece of the catcher again. He turned around to apologize to him immediately. Remember, he had some issues with that for a few years. Got a piece of Alex Jackson. 2 outs. Matt Olson steps in, swing and a miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Bottom of the second inning. Sixth inning, excuse me. I don't know where I got second from. The 0-1. Down below the knees. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Infield is shifted to the right. The 1-1 swung on, chop foul. 1-2. Matt Olson digs in, the 1-2 pitch. Swing, that ball swatted down the left field line. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows. Matt Olson with his second double of the night. How about that? He stands in scoring position. 2 doubles now. And Austin Riley banged him home earlier, stands in. He is a triple away from the cycle. First pitch on the way is a cutter outside wide. It's 0-1. Man, if Riley hits one in the gap, I say send him to third. Just go, baby. I don't care. The 0-1. Swing and a miss over the top. Change up. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Righty. Infield back into the left. The pitch. In the dirt. 1-2. You got a 1-2. Davinsky comes set. The pitch. Swing. That ball sliced foul back out of play. Do it one more time. 1-2. Braves 7, Tampa 1, bottom of the 6th inning. Olsen in scoring position, standing at second. The 1-2 pitch. Swing. Gets a piece of that. Slaps it towards the Braves dugout. Ricochets off the wall near the camera well. We'll do it again. 1-2. Austin Riley 3 for 3. A triple away from the cycle. The 1-2 pitch. Down and away. Good take. 2-2. Got to figure there's a good chance he may get that fifth at bat. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sweeper got him. That'll end the inning. Braves lead at 7-1. We head to the 7th in Atlanta with a 6-run lead. How about that?
Are you high? Am I what? High. Hello?
Here is 10 signs that you were raised by an Irish person. Number 1, you have a very colourful vocabulary. Every now and again you'll throw one and out this and that, but that's okay. Number 2, you have a very staple diet that kind of consists of a lot of potatoes. Number 3, you have a belief that flat 7-Up in the microwave heated can cure any illness. Any at all. Number 4, St. Patrick's Day is a big deal and you'll be dragged down to the parade for the crack. Number 5, never worry about anything because there's always someone to light a candle for you. Number 6, they always have your back, especially in front of other people, but when you are home, you're in for it. Number 7, tea is the solution to all problems. Broke up with your boyfriend? Cup of tea. Failed your exams? Cup of tea. Number 8, there is only one type of crisp. End of. Number 9, the wooden spoon. Say no more. And number 10, the obsession with the heat. Is that heat been on? All day?
Armchair. Does this shade of red make me look like a clown?
No. It makes you look like a prostitute who caters exclusively to clowns.
I got some advice. Everybody just shut up. Just mind your business and do you. And shut up. That's it. The world will be better. Shut up!
Look will happily pay 75 cents to $1.50 to go to the theater. And numbers prefer baseball to theatricals. We must make the games worth witnessing, and there will be no fault found with the price. A good game is worth 50 cents. A poor one is dear at 25. Harry Wright.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. Looks like that the Baltimore Orioles have tied it up in Baltimore versus the Phillies. It's 2-2. They head to the 9th. First pitch on the way from Sale is a slider that misses well inside to Jose Siri. It's 1-0, excuse me. The 1-0. Changeup misses outside 2-0. Siri is 0 for 2 on the night. Sale is sitting at 87 pitches. The 2-0. Lets her rip. Right there at the knees, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. High and out of the zone, 3-1. I think for now on, when this guy comes to the plate, his name's just going to be Jose because my phone goes off every single time I say his last name. The 3-1. Swing, and that ball's lifted into right field. That's going to go over the head of Duvall, off the wall. It's going to be a leadoff double for Jose. Top of the 7th. Nobody out. Hard hit ball into the corner. So how about this? There's a breaking story. Umpire Pat Hoberg has been disciplined. Major League Baseball umpire Pat Hoberg disciplined by Major League Baseball for violating the league's gambling rules. First pitch on the way is a check swing back to the mound. Sales got it. Siri heads to third. And he will be safe, but we did get the out at first. Sale looked Jose back, but kind of lofted the ball over to first base. And as soon as he let go of it, Jose took off, slid under the tag. Olsen fired a perfect strike over to first, but Jose's got some good speed. He was, if you think he sounds familiar, he was on Houston Astros for quite some time. Never really did anything with his bat, but he's got speed and a hell of a defender. That'll bring Taylor Walls to the plate, lefty-righty. First pitch on the way to Walls is a slider well off the edge. It's 1-0. I'd say this has got to be Sale's last rodeo, sitting at 92 pitches. The 1-0. Outside wide, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Lefty righty pitch. Slider misses outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Swung on and sliced foul out of play, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Braves will gladly trade the out for a run leading 7-1. But you know Chris Sale doesn't want to give in. The 2-2. They set up it high and inside. Swing! 96-mile fastball. Just missed. Thought he might have got him. Just missed his spot. Full count. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chris Sale having himself a night. Whoa, whoa. Chicka, 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 chicka. Whoa, whoa. Hit him with that slider just above the shoe tops. 2 away. So Chris Sale's going to try to finish this off. Lefty-lefty matchup with Palacios coming to the plate. Swing and a miss at the first pitch he sees, 97 miles an hour up in his kitchen. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Slider off the edge. 0-2. He looks helpless up there. If I'm Sale, I'm throwing that slider again. So an 0-2 count. By the way, Mackenzie Gore was dealing tonight for Washington. Seen him a few times over the last few weeks. 7 innings, 10 strikeouts in his own right. Only 1 earned run over the Marlins. The 0-2 pitch. Lets her rip. Swing, and that ball's lifted into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The run will score at 7-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Palacios comes through with the double. That ball just got way too much of the plate. They were going slider, but he put that thing middle of the plate, and Sale knew it the moment he hit it. Ex-Atlanta Brave Shea Langoliers hit a grand slam tonight against Minnesota. First pitch on the way to the number 9 hitter, Alex Jackson. Is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. I'd say come hell or high water, this is probably Sale's last batter. He's sitting at 101 pitches. The 0-1. Rips and fires. High and out of the zone, 1-1. It's about that time to start turning back time. We'll squeeze these in as we go along. In 2022, on this date, due to 14 interleague contests in National League ballparks, the DH was not used for the first time since 1972. The 1-1 hit high and out of the zone. Out of play, it's 1-2. Something we'll never see again. The 1-2, righty-lefty, runner at second, 2 outs. Sale, his 104th of the night, down and in, 2-2. Chris Sale sitting at 7 strikeouts. So if you took his over, you need a strikeout here. They're on the top steps of the deck, so this could be his last batter no matter what happens. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, comebacker to the mound. Sale's got it, flips over to Olsen. That'll end the inning. Chris Sale, what a night he's had. All aboard. Whoa, whoa. Chicka, 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 chicka. Whoa, whoa.
Why do boomers get up an hour early just to sit there at the table and drink coffee?
Because we don't want to listen to your bull crap. It takes the cup of coffee to listen to your stuff.
All right, tell your joke.
Why are chicken so funny?
Why?
Because
steak sauce or no steak sauce? All right, okay, first of all, if you got a steak that's good enough, then you're not going to need no steak sauce. But if you're eating a steak that's like charcoal, then you're going to end up with some kind of steak. If you don't shut up, I'm talking. That girl looked like a grown-up Oompa Loompa.
I prefer Minion, but okay.
She had the body type of a Minion. Unibody.
Yeah, like everybody asks me, like, so what's your type? And I'm like, I've been all over the board at this point.
He really has. I'm impressed with like 1 or 2 of them that he brings home, and then the next one I'm like, what happened? That one that you brought on that had like 4 chins.
Lower the expectations. Like
you can't get no lower. You can't get no lower.
Armchair.
Let me tell you something. If the U.S. government decides to stick a tracking device up your ass, you say thank you. And God bless America.
Harry Wright eats baseball, breathes baseball, thinks baseball, dreams baseball, and incorporates baseball in his prayers. Cincinnati Enquirer.
Hi, I'm Mac Magee. Braves Country Radio. Pull up a chair. Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. Atlanta Braves lead this one 7-2. We're here in the 7th inning. Riley 3 for 4 tonight. The double, 2-run home run. Just a triple short of the cycle. Don't know if we'll get back to him. On this date in 1870, at the Capitoline Grounds in Brooklyn, the Cincinnati Red Stockings see their 130-game consecutive win streak end when they lose to the Atlantics in extra innings 8-7. During the game, in an effort not to hit the ball to George Wright, the opponent's shortstop, hometown third baseman and captain Bob Ferguson bats left-handed, becoming the first known switch hitter in baseball history. This loss eventually leads to the breakup of the Cincinnati Reds as their fans quit attending games after the win streak was over. And that is why the Atlanta Braves are the oldest continuous baseball team in baseball, in North American sports. First pitch on the way to Murphy is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. Sean Murphy 1 for 3 on the night, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Sweeper again. It's 0-2. Davinsky in there to eat some innings for the Rays. So an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. Bounces to the backstop. The 0-2. Davinsky comes set, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the heater up top, 1 away. One down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That'll bring Adam Duvall to the plate. He's 0-for. First pitch on the way to Adam is a sweeper on the edge. It's 0-1. Adam, the only Atlanta Brave not to be on base so far this evening. Braves 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The 0-1 right there for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-2. Tampa Bay 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, chase 94 out of the zone, well out of the zone. Bat up around his batting helmet on the outer edge, 2 away. Two down. You would say it's about time for Adam Duvall to take a seat, but I think he's going to be forced to play with the injury to Michael Harris. First pitch on the way to Kelnick is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing. That ball's hammered into the right field corner. Cutting it off is the right fielder, DeLuca. Taking a wide turn is Kelnick. He'll slam on the brakes, but he's standing on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Good piece of hitting by Kelnick. Great job by DeLuca to cut that off at the pass. First pitch on the way to Arcia is a cutter down and away. It's 1-0. They call it a cutter, but it really works more like a slider. Davinsky, 29 pitches in. Arcia 1 for 3 on the day, raising his batting average to 230. Littell flips it over to first to keep Kelnick close by. A 1-0 count. Pitch on the way. Top of the zone sweeper. 2-0. Braves 7, Rays 2. Bottom of the 7th inning. The 2-0. Up high. Misses. Ball 3, 3-0. Standing on deck is J.P. Martinez. The 3-0 pitch. Right there, 94 right down the pipe on the outer edge, 3-1. Houston and Detroit are scoreless in the 5th inning. The 3-1. Brings it to the plate, 84 up top. Calls that for a really high strike. Full count. It's a good frame job by Jackson, but it looked high. The 3-2 pitch. Caught, looking, strike 3. Changeup floated out there on the edge, and that'll end the inning. We forgot the 7th inning stretch, so get up and stretch, Braves country. We head to the 8th.
All right. I can't see you. Let me hear you. All right. Me out to the ball game. Hey, me out to the find me some peanuts, Cracker Jack. I don't care if I have to get back going through. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3, stretch around and the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. I need some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root on the ball game. Don't win anything. You sound better tonight.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. Jesse Chavez stands in, starting off here in the 8th inning. Chavez, first pitch on the way, misses outside wide, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 misses well outside. Ball 2-2-0. Jesse Chavez steps in with a 1.33 ERA. The 2-0 pitch, 90. Down and away for a strike. 2-1. He'll face the top of the order here. Diaz, Rosarena, and Rosario. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. Slaps it back foul. 2-2. On this date in 1952, the great Warren Spahn goes the distance in the Braves' 3-1 loss to the visiting Cubs. Spahn is the 2-2 pitch. Caught looking, strike 3. Froze him right there on the inner track. Freeze turkey, 1 away. Back in 1952 on this date, Warren Spahn pitches a complete game, striking out 18 batters in 15 innings. The Boston Southpaw, as they were the Boston Braves at that point. First pitch on the way to Rosareno is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, and that ball's laced into left center field. That's going to get down. Kelenic cuts it off, fires it into the infield. Here comes the throw to second, and Rosareno will turn back tail and get back to first. 1 on, 1 out. Hard hit ball by Rosareno. Great job by Kelenic to cut that off and keep him out of scoring position. On this date, 1952, along with striking out 18 batters, Warren Spahn also homered for the team's lone run. As the first pitch from Jesse is right there on the edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Becomes the 6th pitcher to compile 18 or more strikeouts in a game, but the first hurler who needed extra frames to accomplish the feat. The 0-1. Swing, pops it up, high in the sky, into shallow right field. Ozzie calling everybody off. He'll make the catch. 2 away. And one last one, turn back time on this date in 1919. Batting only 198 in 25 games since being acquired last month by the Seattle Rainiers. of the Pacific Coast League, Joe Wilhoit scratches out a first-inning single to begin the longest game hitting streak in professional baseball history. First pitch on the way from Chavez. To the right-handed Paredes is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swung on, grounded over to short. Arceus got it, fires it over to first, and that'll end the inning. So they get the leadoff double, but after that, 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back in a flash to finish up turn back time when we come back.
Every time I see a homeless person, they got a dog. Y'all investing in the wrong roof.
What's the worst UK accent?
Probably Birmingham.
Okay. Everyone says, oh, Scouse.
No, I like a Scouse accent, but Birmingham.
Where are you from?
Newcastle.
Everyone's favourite.
Up the twos.
I got lost in the game. I mean, the ballpark, and the people, the color, the sounds, the smells. And it's a passion. It's a very, very big part of my life. Sometimes I like to be 11 years old. I like being part of something that's bigger than me. It's good for your soul to invest in something you can't control.
You're a romantic. You have a lyrical soul. You can love under the best and worst conditions.
What a big at bat by Lieutenant Dan. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Jorge Soler, and it is swung on and roasted into left field. Ramalama ding dong, zip boom bam, over the bullpen wall. It's 3-2, your Atlanta Braves. That ball was crushed like an ant. Absolute jackpot, baby. 3-2, Atlanta leads the game, and the place is going bananas. I hope y'all are dancing in your living room or wherever you're at. Atlanta, back-to-back solo jacks. We've got a 1-run lead. Look out. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. Pitching change for the Tampa Bay Rays. The right-hander Adam comes into the game. Jason Adam, 32-year-old right-hander. He was once a closer, so he's got pretty good stuff. 1.93 ERA this year, 3.05 lifetime. First pitch on the way to J.P. Martinez, who's 1 for 3, swats it back foul. It's 0-1. Jason Adam is from Omaha, Nebraska. His hometown's going nuts right now with the College World Series there for the next week and a half or so. The 0-1. Down and in. 1-1. He was drafted by the Royals back in 2010 in the 5th round. Straight out of high school, Blue Valley Northwest. The 1-1. Rips and fires. Swing. Slices it foul. Florida State leads Tennessee 11-7 in that College World Series. They are in the 7th inning out in Omaha. That's just game 1 of be a lot of games. The 1-2 pitch. Swing. Hits hard on the ball. That ball's going to eat up the second baseman, and it'll come through. It'll get J.P. Martinez on base. I would think that's going to be an error. Palacios could not handle it. It's too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Leadoff runner's on. Just took a funny hop and ricocheted off his glove, off his chest. With the speed of Martinez, he had no shot. Ozzie Albies stands in, flipped it over, keeps Martinez close by. Ozzie's 1 for 4 with a double. Run scored. So back to on this date, the final one in 1919, batting 198 in 25 games. First pitch on the way to Ozzie, swung on, fouled back. It's 0-1. Joe Wilhoit gets a first inning single starting the longest game hitting streak in professional baseball history. The Wichita Jobbers, what a great name, the Jobbers. The Wichita Jobbers outfielder will hit safely in 69 consecutive Western League contests, collecting 153 hits and 297 at-bats, batting .515 in that stretch. That's on this date in 1919. That's your turn back time for June 14th in professional baseball. JP Martinez dancing back and forth from first. The 0-1 to Ozzie Albies is down and in. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. Philly has taken a 3-2 lead heading to the bottom of the 10th. They're in extras with the ghost runner there in Baltimore. The 1-1 pitch swung on, pops it back, foul. 1-2. Mets lead the Padres 2-1 in the 6th. We actually need that. That would be a good thing for Atlanta if that score holds. Reds 5-1 over the Brewers in the 5th. A's 4-1 off of the Langoliers grand slam in the 6th. The 1-2. High and inside, 2-2. They're going to flip it down to first to keep JP Martinez close by. Astros lead the Tigers 4-0. They scored all 4 of their runs in the 6th inning. The 2-2. Down and in. Runner goes. JP Martinez steals second base. How about that? Good jump by JP. An off-speed pitch in the dirt. Decent throw by Jackson. Just couldn't quite get him. So a full count. Pirates lead the Rockies 1-0 in the 4th. Diamondbacks and White Sox are just getting under the way. Other games tonight, Rangers at the Mariners, Royals at the Dodgers, Angels and Giants, they have yet to begun. The 3-2 pitch swung on and pelted down the right field line. Rainbow of a shot, but it goes into the seats, foul. So a full count to Ozzie. Standing on deck is Ozuna. Looks like Dylan Lee's going to come on for the 9th inning. They've got him warmed up in the pen. The payoff pitch. Swung on, chopped over to first. It's going to be a 3-1 put out. As Adam covers the bag. Gets the feed from Diaz. One away. 1 down. Marcell Ozuna coming to the plate in Tampa Bay. He's going to bring the infield in. First pitch on the way to Zoo is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Marcell Ozuna 1 for 3 tonight, but that one was a big one, a 3-run home run, giving the Braves the lead. The 1-0. Whale outside. 2-0. Matt Olson stands on deck. He's 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Riley in the hole. He's 3 for 4. Triple shy of the cycle. The 2-0 pitch. Swing, and guess that was a swing and a miss. Ball popped out of the glove of Jackson. I don't believe it was a foul tip. So Martinez could have made a run at home, but stayed placed. So a 2-1 count to Marcell. The pitch. Down and away, 3-1. Braves 7, Rays 2. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 3-1. Swing, and that ball's hammered down the left field line, but foul. Upper deck. Man, did he smoke that ball. full count now to Marcell Ozuna. Martinez is at third. The payoff pitch to Marcell. Swing and a miss, strike three. Nasty slider, 2 away. 2 down, and that'll bring Matt Olson to the plate. Olson would love to get on any way he can to be able to set up Riley for a potential cycle chance. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss strike, 4-seam fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Righty lefty. Kicks and deals. High and out of the zone. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Infield back now with 2 outs. Martinez stands at third. The 1-1. Swing. Lifts it down the left field line. Is that going to stay fair? Making the catch, a running catch in the corner is Randy Arozarena, and that'll end the inning. Braves get Martinez at third, but we can't get him in. It's 7-2. We head to the ninth, needing 3 outs for what we call a winning streak.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Almost Good Beer. Remember, Ed's Almost Good Beer was brewed in God's country when God wasn't looking.
I woke up this morning and I felt like absolute garbage. For anybody who wants to know what garbage is, that means French for trash.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. It's a tough time for any kid, and especially now as he stands naked under the world out there in right field, and they taunt him and they chant his name.
He takes his cap off and reacts to it. It's just been a tough time.
I tell you, it's a tough business.
You guys are all just like really misogynistic.
How do you define misogyny?
I don't know. I don't like this.
I'm just asking how you define misogyny. Are you okay? Like, do you want to go as in leave? Is it because I asked how you define misogyny? Is that the...
No, I'd like to go home if that's allowed.
Because I asked about how you define misogyny?
Armchair.
Harry Wright, a former center fielder for the Knickerbocker Baseball Club, believed there were big profits to be made in baseball. And in 1869, he assembled the very first professional team, Cincinnati Red Stocking. Only one of Wright's Red Stockings actually came from Cincinnati. Most were young New Yorkers, 19 or 20 years old. Wright drilled them in the fundamentals, insisted they be silent and businesslike on the field, and dressed them in knickers to boost their running speed.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. First pitch on the way, Dylan Lee to Jose. He's right there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Lefty-righty, kicks and fires. Swing, rattles it off the chest protector of Sean Murphy. Many reasons why they call that the tools of ignorance. So an 0-2 count, Dylan Lee, a 2.22 ERA, 28 innings and 20 appearances. The 0-2 from Dylan, rips and fires, swing. That ball's lifted into left field, going back on the track, over his head. Kelenic has to race around to get it, fires it into the infield. It's going to be a leadoff double for the Tampa Bay Rays here in the ninth. So we're not out of the woods yet. 109 miles an hour off the bat of Jose. So So Braves infield defense will be back into the left. The right-handed DeLuca coming to the plate. Lefty-righty, first pitch on the way, swing and a miss, slider down and in. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Lee looks back the runner, lets her rip. In the dirt, 1-1. So a 1-1 count, ninth inning. Braves need 3 outs before Tampa Bay can score 5 runs to get this homestand started off with a win. The 1-1 in the dirt, good block by Murphy, 2-1. If you're just joining us, Michael Harris II left the game in the first inning with hamstring tightness. The 2-1 pitch blasted. That ball's deep into left field. Making a catch at the wall is Jared Kelnick. He fires it into the infield. What a catch by Kid Kelnick. How about that? That deserves a chop. I thought that ball was going to hit the bullpen. Leaps it right at the wall. I guess that cowboy hat was the giveaway tonight. Not quite sure why. Cowboy hat. Now I want one. First pitch on the way. That'd be a good drinking hat right there. First pitch on the way from Lee to Walls is a changeup, swing and a miss. Over the top, it's 0-1. You can see me floating around the pool with that Braves cowboy hat on. It looks like a cheap straw hat for those on radio. It just looks like a cheap straw hat with the A slapped on it, but you can probably sell a turd with an A on it, and I'm going to want to buy it. So an 0-2 count after the swing and miss. Lefty-righty, the pitch on the way. In the dirt, good block by Murphy. Looks the runner back. Doubt Jose wants to take off at second much. I mean, you're down by 5. The last thing you want to do is get thrown out. Twins have tied the A's up 4-4. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dylan Lee 1 out away from getting the W. Meanwhile, in Baltimore, the Orioles had the bases loaded. They trail by 1 run, but there are 2 outs. Dylan Lee comes set. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that ball's hit hard on the ground through the infield, and that's going to score the run. 7-3 your score. Runner at first, 2 outs. Just past the diving Ozzie Albies. There was a play at the plate in the Baltimore game, by the way. It looks like Cedric Mullins got called out at the plate. It's a really close call. They're going to review it. But if that call stands, Philly holds on to win. Mullins convinced that he's safe. 7-3 your score. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss to Alex Jackson. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Lefty-righty. Kicks and fires. Swing. Chops it foul down the third base line. 1-1. Looking at that replay, I think Mullins was safe. I can see why the umpire blew that call because his angle, but Mullins kind of did a swim move. The 0-2. Dylan Lee sets, rips in the dirt. Ball gets away, bounces out in front of the plate in between home and third. 1-2. You got the runner at second. He took second base on the pitch before. Pitcher's indifference. The 1-2 from Lee. Infield is back and to the left. The 1-2 in the dirt. Can't find the zone. 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Braves 7, Rays 3. Chris Sale would be in line for his 9th win of the season. They did overturn that play, by the way. Baltimore's tied it up versus Philly. The 2-2 pitch. Outside wide. Ball 3-2. They showed eyeglasses warming up in the pen. I mean, that is not what you want. With the big lead like this, the last thing you want is to have to go get him. The payoff pitch in the dirt, nowhere near the zone, ball 4. So Dylan Lee spitting the bit here. The tying run is going to come to the plate. And eyeglasses looks like he's warmed up, and that's, yep, Snickers got to go get him. So Dylan Lee failed miserably, needing just to get 3 outs. We'll be back in a flash.
Some people exercise before breakfast. I've watched a show I didn't like because the remote fell on the floor.
You can't go cheap on the TP. So I'm going to throw the honorable mention of diapers. You can go to a lesser name brand, and there's a median there. Store brand diapers, garbage. You will have more blowouts and cleanups than you will know what to do with.
Are you willing?
It is not worth saving the dollar.
Are you willing to go to cloth diapers to save money?
No.
Does anybody still do that? What a terrible idea.
Yes. Yes.
Do they?
There are people. Yes.
That's such
and
a
they need
terrible
hug me
idea.
jackets. They have lost their mind. There's no way I would process that thing through my washing
Why would I want?
and then ever wear anything out of it again.
I mean, if someone drizzles on my shoes in the men's room, I'm throwing them out. I don't want a full-blown episode and go, well, we can reuse those. Don't throw them out. Who came up with that idea?
Armchair.
Moving on, the holiday party. I put you two in charge of the dessert, and I specifically asked for an edible arrangement, like a fruit basket of sorts, not an arrangement of edibles. What went wrong here?
I delegated this to Brian, and I told him to get an edible arrangement.
Okay, that wasn't clear to me, because Kate said the brownies were a big hit last year, so
Brian, Matt literally had 4 of them, and he was so relaxed that he fell asleep during our Secret Santa.
For the first time, to the shock of the baseball community, he paid each player a salary. The highest paid was Harry's brother George, the shortstop, who received a considerable sum of $1,400 a season, 7 times the average working man's wage.
Welcome back. Raisel Iglesias comes in. You're not going to believe this. The Orioles and Phillies got it tied up. They're heading to the 11th. The absolute monsoon opened up, and they're going to a rain delay in the 11th inning. Holy cow. Couldn't happen to a better club, right? First pitch on the way is at the knees, 96 miles an hour. Misses to Diaz, the leadoff hitter for the Tampa Bay Rays, 1-0. Righty. Braves lead this 7-3. Tying run is now on deck, the 1-0. Right there for a strike sinker. Just kisses the corner, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swing. Chops it over to Arcia. He has to slide. Fired over to first. And it's a 6-3 putout, baby. The Magic Kingdom, the vacuum, scoops and scores. That'll end the game. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. 7-3 your final. Chris Sale gets the win. Chris Sale will improve to 9-2. Your Braves win it 7-3. You could give the game ball to a lot of people tonight, but he came so close to hitting for the site. He's been so cold. I think we got to give it to Austin Riley, don't y'all? Austin Riley gets our game ball, a home run, a double, a single, 3 for 4, 3 RBI. Obviously, Marcell Ozuna gets honorable mention. He's a victim of his own success. He's been so damn good this year that you kind of expect this from Marcell. Sale goes to 9-2 as he has a 2.98 ERA. Eyeglasses saves the day. Gets his 18th save. And that'll end it. Well, normally we would do a call-in show on Friday night, but there's the College World Series is going on, the NBA Finals going on. I figure y'all got better things to do. Braves win, your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. And they are going to a rain delay in Baltimore and Philly. Your College World Series, Florida State leads Tennessee 11-7 in the 8th. We will see you mañana. 4:10 first pitch, y'all. 4:10 first pitch. Early game tomorrow. And it'll be Charlie Morton Day versus Ryan Pepio. Y'all have a great night, Braves Country. 7:15 by DM McGee, 2024. At 7:14, while enduring the hate, he carried the ghosts and stepped to the plate, echoing down from the great Yankee lore, the Bambino's shadow larger from days of before. Henry brushed back the pressure that loomed, threats from fanatics, knowing records were doomed. Into the box, and here comes the pitch. 7:15, it flipped like a switch. Fans escorted 44 round the bases. Hammer and Hank lit up their faces with smiles that unite as he wiped away tears. He hugged Mama tight for so many years. The Hammer had climbed the ladder to the top. A sigh of relief. Briefly, time stopped. We recall and rewind the impossible dream that night down in Georgia of 7:15. 7:15 by DM McGee, 2024.